Yo, your friendly neighborhood quarter guy here. Well, this is it. This is my new place. Here in West Dallas, Wisconsin. It's been a long week. My legs are banged up, my arms are sore, but I'm finally here in my new place, and it's very, very nice. I really like this new apartment. It looks really nice. The trees look kind of dead, but then again, it is just coming toward the beginning of spring, so we should be seeing those trees getting new leaves soon. Yeah. Anyways, my next countdown is going to be shorter because I've been so busy moving. It's going to be my top 6 least favorite gym leaders. I'm making it a top 6 because I'm doing one from each generation. And I'm gonna keep my cool, just not gonna go totally overboard because, well, I don't really overly hate that many gym leaders. This is just the ones I like the least. But anyway, speaking of Pokemon, Koro Magazine is teasing that there's going to be huge news about Sun and Moon in their next issue coming soon. So, for my question of the week, what kind of news are you expecting from the Koro Magazine update? As always, leave your answers in the comments below. I'll pick my favorites and feature them on next week's episode. Here are last week's winners. And with that, time for the fourth wall mailbag. As always, send me your questions via YouTube messages. I'll pick my favorites, the ones I can answer the best, and feature them on the next episode. First question this week comes from Trevor Madison, who asks, do you think it's possible to make a good 3D Mega Man X game? That's a tough one. I would have to say it is possible, but it would be extremely difficult. One of the things in Mega Man X is jumping and shooting, and that's tougher to do in a 3D space when you can just walk around enemies. I would say in order to make it even possible, you'd have to create areas where you can't progress without defeating every enemy in the area. That way you'd actually have to confront the enemies instead of just being able to walk around them. You'd also have to be careful with the platforming. That can be pretty tricky, especially if your camera controls aren't up to snuff. You gotta have the camera control on the right analog stick, otherwise it's not going to work. That's one of the things the right analog stick is made for. If it were up to me, I'd just stick to 2D because that's what Mega Man has proven himself to be good at. Next question comes from Magus Andrus, who asks, how do you feel about the theory of Pokémon Sun and Moon using the Rebirth manga as a mechanic? I think that idea is completely stupid. I mean, I've read about the Pokémon Rebirth, and I think the idea of Pokémon fusing with humans might be good for a manga, but not as a game mechanic. Definitely not as a game mechanic. I mean, we already have Mega Evolution, and in some cases, it feels broken enough as it is. In fact, I'd say tone it back a bit. But not add Rebirth. No. It just wouldn't work. Next question comes from Hub Pie, who asks, which Mega Man series do you want to come back the most? I would have to say Mega Man X, and here's why. X8 ended on a serious cliffhanger. Now, I can't really say spoilers because the game's like over 10 years, close to 10 years old at this point. Or if not more. But, basically, at the end of the game, Lumine attacked Axel and rendered him unconscious, and while X and Zero were bringing him back down on the elevator, there was a close-up of Axel's head crystal, which was shattered and a mysterious fragment was inside of it. I want to know what happened! It's kind of like Mega Man Legends 2 and Beautiful Joe 2 and games like that have cliffhanger endings that haven't been resolved for who knows how long. I want to know what happened to Axel. Just what happened to Axel. And I just wanted the game to be, good as well, because, of course, you don't want a Mega Man game to suck. You don't want any game you play to suck. Alright, final question this week comes from Orochius, who asks, so, what do you think about the tease for FNAF 5? Wait, there's another one?